Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We're talking about the Bob's Burgers porn parody.
Yes.
Right?
When's the Archer one coming?
What's going on?
I feel like
that should already have happened.
Yeah, like live action too.
Well, this is live action. The Bob's Burgers one is live action.
Yeah. Well, there's a Simpsons one too.
I didn't see that.
There's a Family Guy one.
Adventure Time.
Oh, really?
Adventure Time?
Oh, wow. That's
furries?
Mallory wanted to do it, but they wouldn't let her.
So what inspired Archer to begin with, and 6 seasons later, what keeps it going?
To begin with, after the last show got canceled, I took a year off, was traveling around. I spent about a year traveling, and I went to like the capitals of Europe, and there were always like these beautiful people going and doing beautiful things, and I was like just moping around and not being invited to these amazing parties. So I was thinking a lot about like James Bond as an international traveler and how he would probably be going to the great parties and talking to the beautiful women in the cafes. So I started scribbling down ideas about a spy, and out of that somehow Archer evolved because I was not invited to parties.
So, Jessica, what is your favorite part about your character, and how is she like you?
Well, any actor will use parts of themselves for the character. Any actor will use parts of themselves for the characters they're playing, and there's a lot of me in my characters. But the writing is so wonderful. If it's not on the page, it's not on the stage, and it's just a joy. Adam writes them all. I don't know how. I don't know how you do it.
Coffee.
He goes into the woods. He goes. He has a cabin in the woods.
Makes me sound like the Unabomber.
And
Writes his manifesto.
it's just the writing is so good. It's easy, honestly.
Do you have a favorite moment from the show, from your character or somebody else's?
One of my favorite moments, actually, I didn't understand when it was on the page. It was maybe last year or the year before. It said, "Boom chicka boom 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 boom," and she's looking in the mirror, full length mirror. I said, I usually research things. I go to Google. I went nothing, and he said it's a porn signature.
The porn soundtrack.
Yeah. Which I didn't know. I said, just do it, I'll imitate it. So how does it go?
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. They
That was one of my favorite moments.
Fans of pornography, obviously.
Yeah.
They all got it.
I had no idea what it was. None.
That's awesome. Could you do it for us now?
Not as well as as well. Bow, chicka, bow, 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 bow.
Perfect.
You think that was good?
That was fantastic.
One of the similarities you have is in your love interest, because your real husband is Ron Cadillac.
Ron Cadillac
Is
is
he
Ron
going to
Liebman.
come back, or?
He said yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool, great.
He said yes.
So see that soon.
It's a great character.
Yes, absolutely.
I love how this is one of my favorite moments too, is the way Ron Cadillac, he's the biggest Cadillac dealer in the tri-state area.
7 dealerships.
Yes, I find that so amusing. Maybe because I'm from the tri-state area.
In real life, Ron would be quite a catch, Ron Cadillac. 7 dealerships is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a guy out in L.A., big guy,
With more?
with something Cadillac.
What's the tri-state area in the show? What are they referring to?
Well,
New York, New Jersey,
New Jersey, Connecticut, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Are we going to stick with the going back to the spy element of the show for a while, or are you going to branch off and do something totally different again?
Yes, we are back to business as usual. Relatively, they sort of have the CIA as their parent company now, so they're doing CIA-sponsored missions that Archer and company don't always know the whole story. They just know their tiny bit of it, which is not very different from when Mallory sends them on missions. They often don't know what her end game is about. So it's all very much, I think, a return to form.
Are you happy with the success of the Vice season?
Yeah, we got nominated for an Emmy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were delighted. And FX was just super cool about the whole thing. It was like we had all talked about it, and then we got to call FX and ask if it's okay. And it was like this nervous phone call, like I've wrecked the car or something. And they were just, we laid it out and we're ready to just spew out all the reasons why we thought it was a good idea. But they just went, yeah, that's fine. Click. So they're a good place to work.
That's good.
How much freedom do they give you? I mean, I know FX probably pushes the boundaries a little bit more of what you can say and do on TV more than pretty much anything other than like HBO, but do you feel like that gives you like an edge?
More than enough freedom. I think before I would run up against something that FX wouldn't allow, it would be like I would be terrified that my mom would see it. So, like, I don't think I've bumped up against their boundaries yet. I don't know where those even are.
What goes on in your writer's room? Like, is it a free-for-all?
Well, it's just me. So
Log cabin in the woods.
yeah, it's just me walking around in overalls with a corncob pipe. So the writer's room is actually super boring. It's just me at the kitchen table with a cup of coffee. And a corncob pipe.
But that's good, right? Because then it gives you the freedom to kind of just formulate the scripts whenever you want, go back, read them over.
Yeah, and then I after the script's done, I bring it back, and our co-executive producer Matt Thompson and Casey Willis, we all sit down and talk about it, and they always have great ideas about how to fix problems with the script. So it's not just me, but I type it all first, and then other people make it better. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Great. Group photo.
Yeah, we got one more. I've got one more interview.